stories. Third hour was like um, general life stuff, like book. We're talking about books a lot, and then the last hour was talking about how they think that they're not picky, and that we went down a list of things that they will eat, and it's very small. And when I was out with Nancy yesterday, they sent me this when we went on our Target run.
Huh? Okay, give me a sec. What? Okay, give me a sec. I need to move my car so
Do
Dad
it.
can mow the lawn
Do it.
in his seated mower.
Hmm.
Monster. I can swallow her. Alcohol in her. Feel like Godzilla. And I hit the deck like the cartilla. My whole squad's in here walking around the party. A cross between a zombie apocalypse and the Bobby. Down on the old plunger there. You're a monster. I can swallow her. What was that all about? Well, R2 has been nose wire jokes. Did I say anything? He's trying. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. What was that all about? Well, R2 has been nose wire jokes. Did I say anything? He's trying. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. What was that all about? Well, R2 has been nose wire jokes. Did I say anything? He's trying. He's trying. I didn't say anything. I didn't. Yes. Guys, guess what? I can finally buy Cyberpunk. My sister sent me money to buy it. Yippee! Oh my gosh. Yippee! I got it! Yes. Guys, guess what? I can finally buy Cyberpunk. My sister sent me money to buy it. Yippee! Oh my gosh.
I'm back.
That.
I ate your average zero. My bank account is 0.
I'm looking at this person account
Guys, guess what? I can finally
because
buy
of their sister gave them money to play Cyberpunk.
Oh.
You should see the message though, the other screenshot.
And I believe I'm charging my phone right now, dog.
No.
Yes.
And they just said Din Din, and it was a picture of Dino Nuggets. And I sent a picture back of me buying alcohol and saying Din Din.
Boy dinner.
Boy dinner.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, you're right.
You started this tradition. I don't know why you keep forgetting
what side are you
about
trying
it.
to play?
I don't fucking know.
I'll play zombies.
Sure.
I was trying to 1v1 you while I was on the beach. Legendary background to play games.
Oh my. Okay. That's an interesting plant for the weekly.
Oh yeah, he's good with Nightcap also for like the cycle cap. He's like a good finisher. So it doesn't really matter about his stats being 3-1, costing 3, if that's the last card you play, you know. Now I'm rank 44.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I'm gonna get my shit kicked in. Tee hee hee.
Maybe, maybe not. I only have one copy of this, by the way. Just. I'm
Now
sorry.
you have no copies of
Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man.
it. Oh,
Now he's making one
man.
more sun for the rest of the game on turn 1. I can swallow up, follow up. Play like Godzilla.
Down on the old plunger there.
God damn it.
I can swallow her, holler, alcohol in her, feel like Godzilla. And I
Oh
hit
my
the deck
god,
like
is
a
that Peter
Godzilla.
Griffin?
Yeah.
Squad's walking around her.
That's unfortunate.
I remember when I actually liked that song.
I didn't know Juice WRLD was in that.
It was. Or, he had a verse on it. Technically he wasn't in, like, the music video for it, though. What the fuck?
That's
What
what I
is
got.
Pot of Gold?
Draw 3 cards for 1. Oh, man.
Oh.
It's only when he's played, he shuffle it. So it's not guaranteed
Mm.
you'll ever get it in the game.
Chip damage, chip damage, chip damage, chip damage. Oh, I don't like that. Well, that's just rude.
That's something.
Oh no. Oh no, we don't like that.
How much does that guy cost again?
Does what guy cost?
The brain vendor?
3?
Mm-hmm. But why are his stats like that?
Because you get 3 brains when you play him.
That's right.
So he's free, pretty much.
So technically he's like a 1 cost, huh?
I guess so.
For his stats, but he gets 3 back.
That's kind of nuts. Anyways.
Woo!
You think I'm letting you get away with that? You're dead wrong. A 4 for free? Hell no.
That's a base card, by the way.
I don't like how many cards you have.
Anyway. Should I? Nah. Oh, man.
I'm not letting you get him off for free.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I refuse to believe you don't have any tricks for, like, any of these.
I can't. I genuinely don't. Because, like,
That's
my
insane.
superpower is the one that's mow down the size, cut down size. You know, and I know I gave that away, but I don't care. It needs to be 5 or more.
That means you have a lot of high cost cards in your hand, doesn't it?
No, not necessarily. It could be buffs to a card. And you keep getting rid of said card. Oh, I love Shroom for 2. Check this out. Leap. Evolutionary leap. Oh, that sucks. Anyways, let's do it again. Oh, shit! Take 6.
Oh!
Okay. Now, guess what happens? So I leaped it twice, so it changed into a 1 cost card that is higher up twice. And Transformation Station. Boom! Aw, it's a Wizard Garg. Let's do this. Mixed up Gravedigger. Every card hides in a gravestone, and it's mixed up randomly, so it could totally be exactly where it started. And remember that Wizard Garg? He also turned someone else into a 1-cost 1 more. Oh god! Oh shit! Oh shit! Let's go ahead and boom. Oh shit! Oh god! Oh shit! So the Garg is 6-cost. It's gonna turn into a 7-cost. What's gonna turn it into? Oh god! Oh shit! Oh shit! Let's do it again! Get him! Oh shit! 2 more units! Oh my god! Not the swabby, but other than that, it was pretty good. Oh no!
I fucked myself.
Why? Why?
Because I don't have enough sun to play the card that would have won me the game.
Wait, no, you can still win this. Look at the math. Can't really do much. Okay. Okay. All right. Dun, 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 dun. 8-cost turned into a 9-cost. Oh, it's freaking Zombot. Oh god. What if we get Trickster here? Oh, that was so random! Oh god! Oh my god, he got murdered!
Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Tyler,
I've seen a murder!
I had the grapes in my hand.
Oh my god!
I had the grapes in my hand.
That
so I
would
just
have
played
won the
those.
game! That would have won the game! That would have won face! That would have won face! Bro, the Trickster came in so clutch then. Bro, because out of all the 4 lanes it had to transform another one to cost, because it's random, it turned the second lane Trickster.
Just start the 1v1 and kick my ass again.
Holy shit. Holy shit. I can't believe that just happened. Graves would have won you the game.
I can.
Oh my god. That's insane. How does that happen?
Inadequacy and ineptitude.
Yeah, that was the one time I actually used the competitive deck against you, so it was... You
almost won!
Yeah,
I almost
you
won.
almost won! Holy shit, that's insane. Yeah, if you put that Grapes in the previous turn second lane, you would have won. That's right.
I'm so angry.
That's insane. Yeah, I just crafted 4 of those. So it's a trick that does that and draws a card. So, and then if you add that with Transformation Station, you can do like 2 transformations in like 1 turn. Woo! Well, he's 1. No!
Ah! I didn't pick. I'm doing the daily right now.
Oh, you're chilling. Did you get all 4 copies of Going Viral?
No, I only got 2 because I missed 2 days. I got like the largest amount, but sometimes I forget shit. All right.
It's cool. If anything, you can craft it if you get a bunch of sparks. But it's a really good card. Especially in those sports decks or trickster decks. Oh my god. One that you need to do if you keep playing till like Halloween is Bad Moon Rising. So fun. Transforms all your cards on the board on the zombie side into 5 cost or more. So you can like combo that with like Electric Boogaloo's, like make 2 backup dancers as a trick, and then you can do it immediately on the trick phase. There we go.
I knew you were above me. I just didn't know what you were gonna do with that.
Let's do. Obviously, Reaper is the right pick here.
Obviously.
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 Obvio.
Obvio.
Obvio. You a real one if you remember where that's from. Obvio. Oh shit. We got ourselves a nodder. Oh shit.
Damn.
Oh shit. Obvio is the quote from the platform. That old guy. He was very possessive.
I was like, I knew I remembered it from somewhere.
Obvio. Don't say that.
Don't say that.
That's my word.
Yeah.
Get in the pool. I'm an easy rider. You wanna try me?
You're an easy what?
Yeah. No!
I hit you with the Marley, the one shot in the clip.
You did. Damn. I'm an easy rider. You wanna try me?
Try. Ooh.
Oh?
Roro Reggie. We Rorny.
That skin and frickin' victory pose combo went hard.
What, Van Helsing on a bicycle?
No! Actually, you know what? You're right. I just did that. One! Ah!
2 health, Tyler. 2
Oh
health.
my god!
2 health. Well, I lose. I have to try and win the Ana duel, assuming you pick Ana.
Yeah.
And even then, that's not guaranteed for me.
You like the soldier rocket jump there?
It was very impressive, yes.
Match point.
Got you something.
I was going for the fear factor. With Joe Rogan?
I don't think that's what that's called, but
Was it not hosted by Joe Rogan?
Climbing that.
it might have been. I don't know.
Pretty sure it was Joe Rogan.
I didn't know he had a podcast called that. That's
No, not the. He was the actual show.
I know. I'm not aware of what Joe Rogan does. Honestly, stay away from me.
We love blocking that. And alley-oop.
That doesn't even show the kill.
They're just like that flank was just incapable. It was immaculate. God, it's such a high tier. 13 days. It's actually possible for me to get the last title, which is crazy.
What are you on right now?
I'm on like 175.
Oh my god.
I think I am.
Royal pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. A
Yeah,
royal
that would be
pain in
so
my
awesome.
ass.
That would be so awesome to get. Sonic
believe
Blue.
I can't believe this is the world that I'm living in, where I'm gold 2 on DPS and gold 1 on support. Good stretch.
You know, I just did that. That was actually just for the love of the game.
Oh, okay. All right, pal. All right.
Boom.
Select your hero.
Bakrat.
Okay.
Sorry. I'll see myself out.
There's this card called Lily of the Valley. I really want to get it, but I don't know how to get it. Like, without... Like, I don't know when it's coming up. But essentially, it's a card that if you play another plant on Heights, it gets +2/+2. And imagine that with, like, Shroom for 2 or something like that.
Jesus.
Right. And I've seen combos... New Junk City.
Tyler, who do we want to ban?
Boom. 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 I've seen a combo with it where, you know, Groshroom, right? The one that gives +2/+2?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you play Lily on 2, and then on turn 3, you play Groshroom on Heights, and then you buff the Lily, so you have both cards +2/+2. Yeah. And I want to play that. That sounds fun. Doom's banned so often.
I don't think so.
Lightning
I need to check.
strikes at dawn.
I'll be watching your back out there, Lieutenant.
You have nothing to worry about, Captain.
Hello.
What a beautiful day! Let's make the most of it.
Smash, 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 smash. No.
I know we just started, but I'm probably gonna have to head off after this game if my family came back. Because I said I'd go to Walmart with my sister and cousin.
Oh, because Walmart's 20 minutes away and it's an event. I get it.
And also Dutch Bros.
That's me.
Zarya in backline. Zarya in backline.
I shield you, Midgardians.
Alright, let's take it.
Oh, I'm fucked. I'm fucked.
I may also be too. No, I'm not! No, I'm not!
Oh my god.
I live! Okay, keep healing me. Mora, keep healing me. Mora!
No, you're half. You're fine. You got regen. You're fine.
Got the Zarya pin. I'm left. Zarya quarter. Dead. Now Echo behind. One. Dead.
It's just Ash on point. She's like a quarter.
Honestly, all things considered, it could have been a lot worse. I feel like that went a lot smoother than I should have.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Not so fast.
Where are they going?
They might be going under? Question mark? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Right on. Trap. Dead. Okay, watching the res. Watching the body. Oh, well, I'm bad at my job then.
Yeah.
3 slammed!
I'm dead.
Yes! No, I'm not good. No, I am good. I am good at my job. Okay, Zarya has ulta.
There we go.
Oh, she used it for no reason. For no reason. For no reason.
Swap it. That might be the reason.
No, we win. We win those. We win those. Oh, the res again. I'm here. I'm coming. Unfortunate. It doesn't look like she's swapping anytime soon.
It's their own fault for staying over there.
They're going mid. Mid. Two is Moira and Nash on the right. Going left. They're left now.
Echo's going right.
Okay, Zarya Discord is half. Half? Okay. Okay, they're all right. Behind.
Zarya on me.
Should I use ult again here? No, not yet.
No. Like, we can peel back for a little bit. We got some.
Go to Moira. Actually, she knows what's up. I have no shield. That's 3! Okay. Keep shooting me with your thing. Thingamabobbers. Okay, shielding. Low, good. We're on point now. Oh, who shot that? Damn, that was good.
I got the Discord off right in time too, so it just.
Yeah. Right side? I'm hearing right. Yep. Sim.
Sounding right, yep.
Echo on the right.
Sorry, on the left. They did not touch.
Hey. Honestly, we're very close to the spawn, so let's try to leave.
Yeah. Doing.
Cool. And we pick up one on the way. Good shit.
Nice. It looks like they might pick up on Moira on the way. Or our junk, I guess.
Just go on high ground. That's not high ground. Fine.
I know it's not, but I was just trying to run away.
I don't know how that is.
I want to run away.
Oh, good Discord?
Sim forced me off.
Sim 1. I'm 1.
Yeah.
Oh, the Moira came in clutch again.
Let's go.
God! That's the quick melee option I've been waiting for on Ryan. That's so good. So they should be going on the right side, gotcha.
Yeah.
We got ult again, by the way.
Mid.
Right on. Dash on the right. Zarya on the right. Going high ground. I'm behind her. Yep, Discord. Okay, Moira on fire by herself. 1. Bastion top right. More dead. Junk's name is Refrigerator.
No, it's Refrigerator.
My apologies.
Oh, they're going mid again still.
Oh, going right. Zarya and me going right. And
I
she's
didn't
bad.
touch,
She's
so...
bad.
That was very...
Yeah! Oh, shit!
I did not deserve that.
Let's find out. Everyone just lined up. Oh, you hit that?
Yeah. But I didn't.
You didn't, though.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'll probably be on later.
Yeah, I got you. Can I see it?
See you, man.
He thinks we were cavemen 300 years ago? Wow. He's gonna be beside himself. when that realization sets in. In his years, that's a lot. Oh, that's true. Because he operates in, like, dog years. You're right, I didn't think about that. Dude must think medieval civilization was prehistoric. He probably thinks medieval civilization was, like, 40 years ago. Bro is the American Doctor Who. Pretty much, what else does he talk about? If you're still operating like a day is 24 hours long, you're cheating yourself. Man, he is really fixated on that. He really likes that. Good to know. So because this guy goes to take a little snooze at noon, like a little baby, a little toddler, and then starts his day when he opens his crusty little eyes and thinks it's a new day, all of a sudden that deserves some uproarious applause for whatever lobotomites are around thinking that somehow that makes sense. He's not even making a good point. It's not like his day is somehow more productive just because he tells himself that a new day has begun after his nap. Like, he's not even expressing anything helpful. This is more like one of the more psychotic ones I've seen. Third day, second day, noon to 6 p.m. Same thing, that's another day. And 6 p.m. to midnight. I'm sleeping in some of those days too. I get 21 days a week. Okay. You stack that up over a year. He's saying the same thing. Stack that up over a decade. I get a bigger.
This is not a blue moon. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. A Valencia orange makes a blue moon.
It's just so weird because it's not like that enables him to do anything else. He gets nothing more. He's not going to kick your butt over X amount of time period because the rest of the world is not operating on his perception of days. So his business, he can't change his business strategy based on what he believes is a different day. I'm gonna 21 days from now we need to hop on a call. But to him that's only a week. For everyone else that's almost a month. Like, it doesn't change anything. It's useless. He's actually saying useless gobbledygook. How often you get onto the end of the day? Well, which day? One of your days or like a human day?
I would show you a view tonight. You know, sometimes when I put these views up of places, you know, I feel like I should put a disclaimer at the top that says this came from years and decades of hard times. And if you're going through those hard times right now, just know that I went through decades of setbacks.
Yeah, but a decade is only like a year to you.
Thinking I was out of my mind to be pursuing 1,000 times better and sweeter than you think it would be. Stay after it and stay you.
God, that was inspiring. Holy fuck. I'm gonna go take a nap and start my next day in like 30 minutes from now. That's big. That is big. I've heard these words 1,000 times. Yeah, because right now, like, the big thing on YouTube specifically is just like repeating the same cliches, like the self-motivating cliches, just the platitudes. I see that shit everywhere now. People just need to keep hearing these like words of affirmation endlessly and then proceed to do nothing except take a nap at noon maybe. He made a video called How to Manipulate Time to Get More Done. What's the strategy?
Get in there, I try to get as much fun, my faith, family stuff, work, etc. as I can in a window like that. And then day 2 goes off, and this little clock goes off in my head about noon every day. It's crazy, but it'll happen for everybody. We're like, okay, let me recalibrate, let me take accountability, let me assess. And then day 2 starts till 6 p.m. 6 p.m. to midnight's the third day. The more you measure time, right? Most people once a year take inventory of their life. High performers.
But like, what? Nothing changes. So you send your kids to school for 8 hours a day, meaning you send your kids to school for 2 days in your time frame. Nothing changes. Literally nothing at all changes. All it is your perception of what your days are. But nothing, literally nothing changes. And he's openly just saying that. He's just like, okay, at noon, I recalibrate. Now I'm in day 2 mode. Great. Very good. Excellent. Basically he thinks he basically invented a schedule, and he thinks he has like manipulated time like an X-Men or something. So does he shower every day? No, he only showers on the 3rd day, I think, because the 3rd day falls at like 6 to midnight. So I'm guessing he showers every 3 days.
Maybe it's once a month. Really great entrepreneurs once a week. What if it was 3 times in a given 24-hour day, where you're making assessments, adjustments? And by the way, this includes fun, relaxation, and everything. But now I'm getting 21 days a week when the average person I was competing against as an entrepreneur is getting 7. Stacked it up over a month, a year, 5 years.
He's an android. He's literally just an android. He just says the same script over and over and over and over and over and over again. He loves it. He loves that line. I'm still learning nothing about this. It's actual mumbo jumbo. It's so good. Do people believe this shit. They must. He's very popular. Though I guess, admittedly, in every comment section I've checked so far, everyone's clowning on him. So maybe not. Maybe he's too much for even those people that buy into like every single thing that has a cover that looks like this.
In my case, 30 years, you have a completely different existence in the world, and you are happier and more successful. So that's what I mean by bending and manipulating time. You are archaic if you measure a day in 24 hours anymore.
Wow. Yeah, that principle alone, you gotta let that sit. You go, okay, hold on now. You're telling me that instead of 7 days, I can suck his 21 days in a week. That kind of hurts your brain to think about. But what you're saying is, we're gonna break this out into chunks of productivity, and it's not all work. You're not working for 18 hours. You're saying you're building in all of those things, but you're super intentional about those hours.
Yeah, and no shit, it's called a schedule. Every human being on the planet does the same thing, even for trivial tasks. Like the new Andor episode drops tonight at 7. I'll make sure to set aside a little chunk of time so I can watch that. For him, what he's doing is I'm setting aside an entire day to watch that. It's the same fucking concept. He doesn't get any more productivity or anything else done. What a fascinating, weird scam to be peddling. But perhaps I'm just too locked into my archaic 24-hour days. Maybe I can't see the genius. Maybe that's the problem. Don't know if I'd call it a scam. He wrote a book about it. I consider it a scam. The second you write and sell a book about this kind of garbage, I consider you a scammer. 100%. Wait, is that a real price right there? If you want to hire him to talk, it costs $200,000. Here's his biography. Here we go. Ed Mylett, entrepreneur, best-selling author, podcast host. He travels from California, and his speaking fee for live events is $100,000 to $200,000, or for a virtual event, $50,000 to $100,000. Wow, that'll get your mindset right. The #1 mindset coach right there, baby. For the low price of $100,000 to $200,000. Nice. No wonder his mindset's so good. People willingly pay that. The Chronomancer. That website is crazy. You can see a bunch of celebrity speaking prices. Let's see. Speakers. Celebrity. Acting. You can hire actors to come speak. Sean Austin. Sean Austin speaking fee is $30,000 to $50,000. That's not Danny Trejo right under that. Danny Trejo's everywhere. Or at least he used to
So why
be.
did you play that?
This one's a live event, please contact, so no listed rate. He's always struck me as like a good guy. I imagine you reach out to me like, hey Danny, I'd really like you to come speak at my child's 14th birthday party if you wouldn't mind. You'd probably be like, I'll be there. No, you don't need to pay me, I'll be there. I'll talk about Spy Kids. Let's do, what do we have for basketball? Is LeBron on here? Bugsy Bogues! 10 to 20K. Man, does everybody in the world do like seminars now? Magic Johnson, Mark Cuban, for 200K and above. Why, man? Dude's already a billionaire. What the fuck is even the point? Check esports. I don't think esports is here. Why is Magic Johnson in esports? And Mark Cuban again. Magic Johnson is also 200K and above. Ashton Kutcher in esports. So far, not a single esports.
What? How do you get Octo?
That term means. Where's Faker? Where's Simple? Oh, Ninja. Ninja's here. Please contact Jeremy Lin. Holy shit, for Lin Sanity, 100 to 200K there as well. With the technology speakers. Blockchain, holy fuck. Sam Bankman-Fried listed. They'll call you from prison. Have you ever been angry? Have you ever seen a grown man's penis? We're about to talk about one out of two of those things. Anger. Such a weird thing. Sometimes the simplest shit can just set it off. Human emotions are cringe. Let's just face the facts. I just read something that immediately it grinded my gears. I was very upset. And it really shouldn't have. It was something super small, and I know better, but I just couldn't help it. Still
person on the escalator who completely ignored her. In fact, the lady got kicked into her. It was like she was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where she got yanked back on a rope because the kick was so powerful. It sent her down like 4 steps into another lady who had to dodge her, like physically dodge her, as if she was in fucking gym class playing dodgeball with her peers. Dodge her, and then she keeps tumbling down the escalator behind her. She turns around and then just goes about her business, casually rides up the escalator as if nothing's wrong and this is just a normal occurrence. It was the most New York shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I was surprised the lady didn't reach into her purse and pull out a pizza and take a bite, and then also put on a Yankees hat, and then, kick a rat on her way up the escalator. I'm getting sidetracked. But anyway, it was an assault on an escalator with no fucking context, and the article written about it called it an alleged assault. And that shit sent me into a frenzy. I was ready to fucking kick my desk down an escalator. Like, what do you mean alleged? I just watched this guy do it. I understand the definition of alleged. I get it. I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm pretty stupid, but I can also use Google. Like, I understand the definition. I understand why it's used in these things. But my God, it doesn't make it any less frustrating when you actually see all of the pieces of the puzzle. You see the assault. You can physically see the guy crank his foot forward and blast her and then go about his business. It's all captured on video. I can't say it's in 4K because all of New York security camera looks like it's negative 160p. It's like I'm watching an old fucking sex tape from the 1960s. But you can still make out the majority of what's happening. So when you see alleged tossed in there, it like makes it almost sound like there's room for argument. Like, well, actually, she may have deserved it. Or it's not conclusive whether or not this was truly an assault or not. Like, there's wiggle room here. Even though you know the assault takes place, you watch the assault. Again, I understand why they use alleged and say, like, allegedly this happened. But my God, it doesn't make it any less goofy when you actually watch it. You can just say, like, this assault took place, but the guy hasn't been tried for it yet or something. I don't really know. It's just a huge pet peeve of mine, and I know it's not that big of a deal. It's a super small thing, but when I'm reading something like this, and then that comes up, it's like, oh, you think I'm stupid, don't you? Like, I feel personally insulted. It's like, oh, okay, fucking ace journalist Jim Butkus over here thinks Charles is an idiot, huh? He thinks I'm so fucking dumb I still believe in Santa Claus, doesn't he? Okay, alright, big guy. Like, it's an irrational thing and just a big pet peeve. So after my little tantrum and calming down, drinking some warm breast milk to just settle down a bit, I started thinking, what other pet peeves do I have? Because I don't often in the moment think of them as just like a pet peeve. And I just started brainstorming a little bit, having some brain blasts. Also, before going into the other pet peeves, there was a follow-up to this story that I read. Apparently they had a single interaction on the escalator where apparently the guy pushed by her and she just said, "Excuse you," or something. And that's what triggered this response, so it wasn't completely random. There was a single sentence, not even a full sentence, spoken to him that set him off to do this. So anyway, still a giant asshole, and hopefully the assault charges stick. I don't see why they wouldn't, but they are still alleged from what I've read. So the next little small thing that always makes me a little grumpy is something that happens on stream pretty frequently when it comes to a new game. It's not so much backseat gaming, which I expect. It's Twitch, of course. But it's backseat gamers that haven't played the game or give the worst advice with such confidence. So, for example, I'll be playing a new game, and there's 0% chance the person in chat has played the game, but they still caps lock their suggestion when I happen to not fucking speed run the game or play as optimally and efficiently as possible. So something like Dying Light 2, I actually had to play that a little bit early. Not like a review copy or anything. They just sent me it a bit early. I don't even know if it was by mistake, but I got the game like 2 days early. And there were still some people in the chat that were telling me how to play the game or where I was supposed to go and fucking spamming it with caps lock. You don't even have the game and you are still like ordering me around as if you're like the authority on Dying Light 2 expertise. What, do you work for like Prima Games and you wrote the strategy guide? You one of the QA testers or something? Like there's 0% chance you know what you're talking about. And then in like Elden Ring, I played Elden Ring at the millisecond that shit dropped. And there are still people telling me exactly how it's supposed to be played with advice that doesn't even exist in the game. It's like, Charlie, you actually have to mash these 3 buttons in order to activate the triple jump. Kind of like in Super Mario 64 with the, the Wahoo. It actually translates to Elden Ring. And they'll spam it like 10 times, and then eventually I'll cave and be like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna try your advice, and it never works, and when it doesn't work, they don't say shit. They don't say like, I'm sorry, or yep, I was wrong. They just don't say anything. And then they'll say something again like 10 minutes later with more advice that's also wrong. It's just shameless. It's fucking shameless. And it's such a minor inconvenience. And that kind of naturally leads into the next pet peeve, which also comes from streaming. And it's the people that will come to the stream just to say they don't like the game I'm playing or whatever activity I'm doing. It's like, you stupid son of a bitch. You can see in the title or like right under the title what I'm playing or what I'm doing, and you'll still come and whine about it and then demand that I switch games or do something else. Why? Just go somewhere else. I'm not your fucking
No!
I'm forcing you to watch the stream. If it's not
No!
something you want to see, go watch what you want to watch, man. I'm not fucking holding you hostage. Why? It blows my fucking mind because they will sit there for hours, and I'm not exaggerating, hours complaining about the game or whatever I'm streaming if it's something they didn't want to see. Why? Why are you wasting hours doing that? Like, I know you're not a bot. There's a pulse on the other end of that keyboard, a sentient human being that is manually typing this shit for hours, saying that I have to switch games because of you, because you personally don't like it. Fuck. It's so silly. And both of these kind of feed into another pet peeve of mine that's a little broader. I hate people that just can't admit they were wrong about something. I hate it. I hate mental gymnastics in order to justify some shit. I always admit when I fuck things up. I think it's a really valuable skill to have. To just have self-awareness and be like, yeah, oop, that was a big old oopsie. That was a big old stinkeroonie there. Missed the mark. I was wrong. There are so many people, especially on the internet, that are so consumed by ego that they just cannot let themselves say they were wrong about something. They just can't handle it. They fucking melt down and explode if they try. Their mouth would just catch fire as if it's poison leaving it. It blows my mind how desperately people will fight to avoid just saying they were wrong about something. It's not just internet specific, though it happens a lot on the internet because, and I think everyone knows why, internet creators all have followings that just tell them, yeah, you know, you're the fucking best, doesn't miss, nothing but W's over here, Dubscaroonies. So they've convinced themselves that they're always right, so when they're wrong, they just can't really admit that to themselves or to their audience. Maybe they don't want to seem weak. I'm not a fucking therapist or whatever. But of course it happens a lot on the internet, but even just in general, there are so many people and friends of mine that I know that cannot just say they were wrong about something, even something simple. Like, oh, you know, IHOP closes at this time, when in reality, you idiot, IHOP doesn't close. Damn, I said that with confidence and I could be wrong. Well, let me double check. I'm pretty sure IHOP's 24 hours. I may have just made an oopsie and may need to apologize. Hold on. Do any job under the hood or out in the field. Megamod Master Tool Sets. Shop now. Okay, IHOP's not 24 hours. You know, time to demonstrate the skill. I was wrong. Bad example. IHOP does close. But you know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm not wrong. There are some 24-hour IHOPs. Point is, someone will be wrong about something, even something trivial. And if you decide to go out of your way to prove it, they will still do everything they can to justify that they weren't actually wrong. It was a misunderstanding. Like, oh, so this is actually where my head was at. I was thinking back, you know, like a couple of years ago, which is when I was right, and you're also right. So we're both kind of right. No one's wrong here. It's like, no, you were wrong. Say you were wrong. And that brings me to the last pet peeve that I that shit makes me tight. I hate people that just can't answer a question. You know, it doesn't compute with me. I understand being indecisive, like, what do you want to eat? I'm super indecisive, so I'll be like, oh, I'm actually not really sure. But that is still me answering that question. I just don't have a good answer for it. I'm acknowledging what you said, and I'm trying to, like, get a good answer for it, but my tummy's confusing me. I don't know what it wants from me, so I don't have, like, you know, I can't just say what I want to eat, but I do try and address the question. I think about it, try and give an answer eventually. But it's the people that'll just dodge it and like completely veer off course or change the topic entirely that just make me upset. And I guess to a certain lesser extent, the people that'll take everything and then make it about themselves. So if you're having a conversation with someone or a group of people, and there's that one douchebag who's like, oh yeah, whatever. My experience was actually a lot better. Oh, you had 3-day-old shrimp from the gas station across the street? I actually had week-old shrimp from that same gas station, and I'm still cooking. So what's up? I'm better. Of course, the one-up shit, no one likes that. I think that's just a pretty common pet peeve, if you can even call it that. It's just human nature to hate that kind of person, because that shit is trash. But again, these were really all the pet peeves I could think of, and it all stemmed from just reading one article about that assault in New York. Anyway, just wanted to talk about it a bit, and yeah, so yeah. I just got out of the shower, which is why my hair is so sodden and makes me look like the girl out of the Ring movies, but I needed to freshen up. I had to spruce myself up for this because today is a special occasion here. Many of you are aware, and some of you have probably even said a few prayers for my mental health, that I have been lost in the abyss of cringy, unhinged, weirdo text messages and bad dates that have been shared when it comes to romance. I have been glued to it. And today, we have a celebrity appearance here. Can we get a round of applause? Like, we made it. We went from just like a couple of really lunatic Redditors to an actual superstar celebrity making an appearance on this little segment here that I like to do. So anyway, let's get into it. So the superstar in question is the former Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker Ryan Shazier. This is a name many of you have probably heard of before because in 2017 his career was ended after a tackle went wrong that left him paralyzed. And over the years since 2017, he has relearned to walk. It's actually an incredible story and an incredible recovery he's made. But unfortunately, he decided to cheat on his wife, allegedly. And his wife posted the screenshots yesterday from the alleged affair. I'm not going to show you every text message because a lot of them are just extremely boring and stiff. It's just the world's worst small talk. The things they say to each other is more robotic than like a throwaway conversation from side characters in Fallout 4. So I'm just going to show you the main ones that I want to focus on. So this is the first one from Michelle's Instagram. Now, it is worth mentioning this post is deleted. I imagine that is mainly due to it now being a legal matter, would be my understanding. I would imagine Ryan's lawyers are on this now. But anyway, she says, a person that loves his family, this is what they do to their family, the wife, that has been there for him since day one. Infidelity at its finest. I can't sit here and keep hiding anymore. You can have it. I deserve better. This is Ryan. He's a liar and a cheater. And then we can turn our attention to the contents of the text messages. He was allegedly cheating on his wife with a woman named Marie. And this is the first one I believe she shared. So it begins, oh, okay, glad she's not tripping though. She seems really cool and fun, like I'd be friends with her, lol. Like, look at you. And then it's a picture of Ryan and Marie. And then he just says, yeah, make that picture look good. I'm a little confused here because it sounds like Marie is aware of Ryan's wife and just doesn't care. And then Ryan then goes on to say in the following messages there,
who the fuck is no hair?
She's super cool, referring to his wife again. That is a really odd conversation to be having with the person you're cheating on your wife with, and then talking about how you'd be friends with her probably. So, before getting into more of the text messages, I think it's important to mention that Ryan is claiming that him and his wife have been separated and that he just wants his privacy from all of these allegations.
We hatch off everything every morning.
This is and the other, Blow by Blow, a step-by-step guide on how to give blowjobs so explosive that you will be willing to do anything for you. I was giggling so hard. She's like, I like you a lot. And then Ryan says, hey, hit the books. You've got some homework to do. And I've seen a lot of people mention that as well. Like his first response to I like you a lot is, well, it's time to get your mandatory assignments in here in order to take this to the next level. And I absolutely was giggling so hard reading the first book, The Ultimate Guide to Anal Sex, mainly because it's the second edition. Like, what do you mean? What changed in anal over the course of these book publications' history? Like, surely the first edition is still applicable. An asshole still functions the same way. We haven't evolved that much over the years. But they came back for the second edition. Like, maybe analingus wasn't in there, like they weren't eating butt. And then the second edition, they have like a whole dedicated chapter eating butt, and then like debunking old scientific claims about, you know, how to properly clean out the colon before anal or something. I have no idea. But the fact that he recommended the second edition had me absolutely howling for a little minute. It reminded me of being back in college when they give you like this very specific textbook that you have to use for class. Like, no, you can't use Anatomy and Physiology 2 3rd edition. That is obsolete and outdated. You have to use Anatomy and Physiology 3.5, obviously. And then it's like an extra $200 for that 0.5 edition book. Like, that's what he did to her with that. We don't have like a follow-up of what she says after the book links were dropped, but I have to imagine she was fucking flabbergasted. I like you a lot. Bang. Here's how to be better with your mouth and your ass. Like, oh, like that seems insulting. It's like he's calling all that weak for her or something. Like, it feels like he's taking a shot at her here. Like, you're gonna have to upgrade. Start studying, please. This is ridiculous. I just couldn't believe that. I've never seen such an interesting maneuver here. What a crazy strategy from Ryan. But anyway, let's go back into some more texts. You know what I need. Shake my head. You didn't bring a coat. I'm glad you like. And oh, I did. Haha, it's on my lap. And she sends a selfie. Shake my head. Wear it. He's shaking his head a lot here. Like, I don't know why he's sounding so disappointed in her. I have a zip up on too. Haha. Lol, you can't change the temp in your office. This is the worst flirting ever, I swear to God. What in the world? This is so bad. I tried, but it's not working, haha. I'm just all bundled up. I want you on top of me / next to me in my fireplace, lol. That would be nice. And then he replies to the I tried, but it's not working. He just says, that sucks. Oh, brother. ChatGPT spits out better flirting than this. Like, I could have a more erotic conversation with an AI model. Like, this is rough. I'll just show you one more of the text messages that were shared. So Marie sends him a mirror selfie. I believe she's wearing a bikini top, but the quality's kind of bad, so it could just be bare breasts, and I just can't see the nipple in there because the quality's so low. There's a lot of JPEG and pixelation on the re-uploads now, but I think she's wearing a bikini top, and then says, enjoy some random pics / videos. I